Tottenham take on Chelsea at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Can Tottenham end their awful record against Chelsea, which exists both home and away? Big performance needed from Tottenham, big atmosphere as well needed inside the stadium. Stay tuned to the very end, because in today's match preview we'll be giving you everything: insights, stats, predicted lineup, preferable lineup, combined 11. Stay tuned till the end. If you're new, please do like and subscribe. Honestly, I can't express enough how big this is, but let's get into it then. So top scorers for both teams. For Tottenham is Richarlison, and for Chelsea it's Enzo Fernandez. Richarlison and Fernandez both getting 3 goals. This is in the Premier League, by the way. Richarlison 2 assists, Fernandez 1. Richarlison's played 9 games though, Fernandez 8. Tottenham have scored 6 goals in the last 5 matches and average about 1.9 goals per match. Richarlison's had the most shots on target per match typically for Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League with 1.1. Chelsea have scored 15 goals, 1-5, yes that's right, in their last 5 matches. Incredible. They're ranked 3rd away from home this season. Of course Tottenham are ranked 1st. Chelsea have won the previous 4 matches against Tottenham, so both teams formed them. Tottenham is 2 wins, 2 defeats and a draw, and for Chelsea it's 4 wins and a defeat. Of course, it's taking place at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's meant to be about 13 degrees with rain, and the referee is Australian referee Jared Gillett. 5:30pm kickoff UK time. It is available to watch on Sky Sports, of course, Premier League round 10 as well. But in terms of injuries for both teams, Thomas Frank confirmed in his press conference that Destiny Udogie, Christian Romero are both back, along with Wilson Odobert. But for Tottenham, still out includes Archie Gray, Ben Davies, Kota Kai, Radio Dragusin, also got Kulusevski, Maddison, Basuma, so a lot of names. Solanke too. For Chelsea, out is Badir Shield, Colwill, Palmer, Esquio and Delap, who got suspended. In the Premier League table then, Tottenham find themselves 3rd with 17 points from 9 games, and Chelsea find themselves 9th despite the form with just 14 points after 9 games. There we go then. In terms of history between the two teams, Tottenham won 6 times, Chelsea won 22 times, and 11 times has been a draw. Let's start with predicting Thomas Frank then. So on screen is what I predict. So backline 5, including the goalkeeper of Porro. Of course, got Vicario in goal. Romero, Van der Ven as centre backs, and then Spence at left back. Romero will come straight back into the side and captain the team too. Paolini and Bentancur, no doubt. No doubt anyway, they'll start in a double pivot. I think Xavi will be on the left hand side and Kudus will be on the right, and Bergvall will be in the 10 as that 3rd midfielder. I don't know whether we will see Xavi Simons or not at left wing, some would say, but this is predicting Thomas Frank. I think he will, but some would say he should start in the 10. I think it'll go Colomwani up top. So that's me predicting Thomas Frank. And then now on screen is what I would do if I was Thomas Frank. Hope that makes sense. So predicting Frank, then what I would do. So noticeable changes in this then. Let's go through. So Danso instead of Romero. I wouldn't take the risk unless he's 100%. Of course, I'm not flying the wall. I don't know the situation, but I don't want to play Romero and he gets injured so close to an international break and a couple more games before the international break too. So yeah, I'd rather wait another week or wait however long to make sure he's okay. So I would personally start Danso over Romero, then Pat Matar over Bergvall. I really love Bergvall. If you watch my videos, you know that. I think Sarr provides the energy and the legs that we need maybe in a game like this. That's my only thinking behind that. Combined 11 then. So I've done 2 with and without injuries, but this was made before the news of, Romero, Odobert and Udogie being back and fit to start, just for context. So on the screen is including injured players. So go on the back line of Vicario, fullbacks Cucurella and James, Romero and Van der Ven as centre backs, Kulusevski, Caicedo and Paulinho in midfield, and an attack of Kudus, Palmer and Neto. You will see I've cheated a little bit because I haven't got a recognised striker. I think it tells you all you need to know about Tottenham and Chelsea's problems, but for me, it was tough as a Spurs fan to go with a double Chelsea fullback because I really like, in particular, Spence and Porro, but also really like Destiny Udogie. So it feels harsh, but Cucurella for me is one of the best left backs right now in the Premier League. Such an annoying player in so many ways, but a really good defender. And Reece James, when he's fit, I think is class as well. But I think it's a toss 50-50 maybe between James and Porro. I tried to be balanced. Two Tottenham centre-backs for me get in there. I think that's a no-brainer personally. Talk about no-brainer. Same with Caicedo and Paulinho. How good has Caicedo been in terms of attacking output for Chelsea this season? How good's Paulinho been in terms of defensive output? And what I mean by that is tackles, getting stuck in and preventing goals. Who would have known that having a typical number 6 for Tottenham to sit in front of the defence would make such a big difference? Kulusevski then I think is simply more consistent than Maddison. Last season people were quick to forget. First half of the season before he got injured, so important he was to the Tottenham team. Into the attack then, Kudus and Neto was an absolute must for me. And Cole Palmer, to be fair, when he's fit, even when he's not been at his absolute best, which he hasn't, this season or last season, he only needs to get a goal and he will kick on. He just needs half a yard, half a moment, and he will absolutely capitalise on it. That's the thing. He's very, very clinical, I think it'd be fair to say. But now on screen is my team, just including fit players, and I will update it after Thomas Frank's news. So this was before Thomas Frank's press conference. So notable changes with Ajapong, Chelsea centre-back, instead of Christian Romero. Instead of Christian Romero, because at the time I thought he would be out. Esteval for Kulusevski, then João Pedro for Cole Palmer. So with Romero being fit, of course he would come back in, but Ajapong, 19 years of age, Maresca's shown a lot of trust in him. I know as Chelsea centre-backs come back, he might not find himself in the team, but I think he's one of their better centre-backs for the future. Esteval, again, Chelsea, really young talent they got on their hands, a bit like Bergwijn, maybe with Tottenham, but got to nurse him right, use him in the right way. Pedro I haven't been that impressed with. I don't think he's a striker that's going to score you 15-20 goals, but he is going to get you, equally as much assists or equally as much goal involvements, would be a better way of putting it. So that's my thoughts there. But all that is left to do is give my thoughts and score prediction. I think it'd be a tough game for Tottenham. But like I said in the intro, atmosphere crucial. It's been really poor recently. I'm a home season ticket holder. I should be at the game. But unfortunately, I'm at work and my dad is away. So I cannot go to the game. But I know that it will be a sellout. I know that the fans will be great. But we have to be great. Thomas Frank has said, but asking for the best fans in the world, basically asking to be the 12th man, and that is what's absolutely necessary. Our away support has always been fantastic, but home right now, it can feel a little bit like a library, to put it bluntly, and to be blunt, that's what it does feel like, and it shouldn't be the case, because there's no mystery for me. We have bad home form when you don't have as good atmosphere as it could be, and then you set up the same way home and away. I think there's multiple reasons. Don't get me wrong, we're not performing at home, and one of them is the pressure from the crowd and the lack of atmosphere, which can both come hand in hand. Pressure meaning there's a lot of kind of, not maybe negativity is too harsh, but kind of tension amongst the stadium that rubs off often to the players. When you lose a couple of games at home, then the fans start to get a bit edgy, and then that affects the players. That's what I believe is also happening. But it's a tough game for Tottenham. I mean, put you in the chat whether you're a Premier League fan, Tottenham fan, Chelsea fan, would you take a draw if you did support Tottenham or Chelsea? I don't think I would, because the Chelsea players have got out, and I think watching them against Sunderland, there is fragility there, definitely defensively, for Tottenham to expose. However, I think the draw would be the end of the world because our record against Chelsea, but I think it's a good opportunity to potentially beat them. Having said that, score prediction then, I'm going to go with 1-1. I think, what do I think? I think João Pedro opened the account for Chelsea, and maybe Xavi Simons will equalise. So I'm going to go with 1-1. So there we go, that's my score prediction. And that's everything covered in today's video. If you're new, like, subscribe, get involved with anything, with your thoughts, with predicted team, preferable team, combined 11, with or without injuries, both, whatever you'd rather do. But enjoy the game. Reminder, 5:30pm, it is all UK time, Sky Sports, don't miss it. London derby, should be a great game. Come on, you Spurs.